What's up guys, it's the Mosin Dude. Today we're going to be doing a torture test on the AK47. We're going to see how reliable this rifle truly is. Before we get too far into the video guys, go ahead, like, subscribe, and be sure to hit that notification bell. That way you are staying on top of all my videos when they're released. So before we get too far into this video, I'm going to give you a little background on this rifle's design. This is a Romanian built rifle, built in 1979 per the date on the trunnion. It was actually a military rifle that was demilled and then rebuilt in the Romanian factories to be sold for the US market. So this is a semi-auto gun, unfortunately, not full auto. The government doesn't really trust us with our freedom, so we have to have semi-autos only. But with that being said, this is a AK-47. It was originally designed by Mikhail Kalashnikov in World War II. He was a Russian tank commander that was wounded by Germans in combat. He spent some time in a field hospital and he stuck to design this rifle, the AK-47. The AK-47, AK, I believe it stands for automatic Kalashnikov or something like that, and then the 47 denotes the year that entered service. So this rifle entered service after World War II was over, but the design basically came from the need to build a intermediate cartridge. The Russians were using the Mosin Nagant and then for their main rifle, and then their submachine guns were the PPS-H41 and the PPS-43. And they kind of wanted a rifle that could do both, that was good at CQB, but was also able to reach out at further distances. So hence the AK-47 was born. It was kind of a copy of the the German Sturmgewehr. So they kind of just wanted to copy that. They saw the rifle worked well when troops went against it in battle, and they wanted to have their own. So hence the AK-47. So recently acquired this. We're going to put some rounds to it, make sure it runs, and then we'll get to the torture test. We're going to do dust, or dirt, dust, water, some mud, and then I have a special treat if it gets through all those. So guys, let's get into the shooting itself, and hope you guys enjoy. Alright guys, before we get into the test, I got 5 rounds to check the functionality of the rifle, make sure it's performing properly before we start introducing foreign objects. So let's get into that. Alright, so 5 rounds, pretty good, operated just like it's supposed to. Let's get into introducing the dirt. Alright, so the rifle is chambered, safety is on. I'm going to leave that closed, kind of like the dust cover for the first test. I imagine this shouldn't do too much. This is really like powdery sand, real dusty, so we're going to see how this performs. So let's get to it. I think that's pretty good. Hit the other side. Alright, so that's nice and covered. We'll give it one shake. Safety off. Alright, pretty good. So I should have 2 rounds left in the chamber. I'm going to leave the safety open as is. It's pretty dusty. I even shook some on the inside just to be safe. Uh-oh. Click. Oh, that was it. Alright. Well, I'll go load a couple more rounds in, and we'll do it. It worked just fine with the dust cover closed. Now we're going to leave it open, pour a little sand directly into the rifle itself, and see how it does. Rotate it over. Hit both sides. Give it one shake. Click. Didn't pick up a round. These mags aren't the best, I will say. They're Korean, so. Alright, so not too bad. I'm going to leave that one up to the mag. Doesn't seem like it's speeding very well. I'm going to switch up the mag, go back to the surplus, and see how that does. But overall, dust checks out. Rifle's charged, safety's off. Going to pour water directly into it. So I didn't oil this gun up or anything. And it seemed to be having a couple of feeding issues before we got started, so I'm not going to give that too much trouble. Just as I expected, no problems. Alright, rifle's chambered, safety's on. Guys, I'll be honest, I'm not too excited about these next two tests. This stuff is pretty goopy, so we're gonna see how it does. All right, give it one shake. Safety off. Oh, that's messy. All right, that was kind of to be expected, getting really dirty on this, but let's do it with the desk cover up and see how it does. I'm guessing it's going to stop it up pretty good. All right, guys, here comes the test to really test it. So safety's off, rifle is loaded. We're going to pour it straight in. I got a new mag that hasn't been contaminated yet, so we'll see how that does. Stuff does not want to come out too easy. Well, I think that'll do it. Give it one shake. Not that that does much. Safety off, firing. Oh, it actually got the second round off. Wow. It's doing better than I thought. Alright, rifle's unloaded. She's getting a little gummy, guys, I ain't gonna lie. Surprised it made it through that far, so I got one more surprise in store for this old girl. See how she does. Alright guys, so I got the dust cover off for this next test. Just gonna show you what I'm putting inside, and then we'll put the dust cover back on, see how she does. But this is a super scientific test. This was invented by the Russians themselves, super realistic as well. If it passes this test, the Russians typically would press their rifles into service. And with that, we'll get started with the Twinkie test. We're gonna shove some Twinkies inside and see how the gun performs. So stay tuned. All right, guys, so we got one whole Twinkie inside the gun here. As you can see, it's coming out the sides of the receiver. I don't really know what to expect with this. I think it's gonna jam a couple times. I'll probably get 1 or 2 rounds off, but let's get into it. Oh, can't even get that thing home, really. All right, loaded. Oh, no way! 5 rounds just like that with a Twinkie. All right, let's shove another one in there and see how it does. All right, guys, so we got 2 full Twinkies in here. We're gonna see how it does. I got 10 rounds loaded up, and we'll see if it can get through it. So get my ear pro in real quick. We'll get this thing charged up and see if she runs. Oh, she's tough trying to get that thing back. No way! 10 rounds, holy crap. Wow, guys. I can see now why the Russians love the AK so much that they even designed the AK-74. Well, guys, there it is. I can see now why the Russians went with this this rifle. It passed their Twinkie test, and with that being said, I'm super impressed, guys. This thing, it almost seemed to run better with the Twinkies. Maybe like the oil or something, I don't know. But guys, thanks for watching. If you wouldn't mind liking the video, subscribing, and ringing that notification bell so you are in line for the next videos to come out. Got some cool ones online, so you guys stay tuned. Always remember, where you come from, stay humble. This is the Mosin Dude. We'll see you on the next video.